Hey Colleen, I want to introduce something to you that I know you absolutely love.
Hey Jessica, what's it?
It's Orie.
Oreo?
No, it's Orie.
Oreo, right?
No, I want to introduce you to Orie.
Oreo cheesecake? Anyway, how much is it?
I think it's in the price range of 2,500 per square feet.
$2,500 for Oreo cheesecake? Don't want already.
No, not Oreo. I'm talking about Orie, the first new launch in Toa Payoh in 9 years. Because the previous new launch in 2016 that was atop the town was Gem Residences here. And the owners I know who bought here have been laughing to the bank since. So, how come it was such a good buy at this development? And more importantly, why is Orie going to be such a big deal for those who are fortunate enough to purchase a unit here? I reckon there are 3 main reasons. Before I share the first reason, you should understand I'm qualified enough to talk about Toa Payoh. Well, you see, I lived here in Toa Payoh for 20 whole years. In fact, where I live is just 5 minutes of walk away from Orie's actual site. So, you can say I know quite a bit about the hidden gems in this second oldest satellite town of Singapore. And naturally, the first reason why Orie is going to be such a great buy is its location and location. The first location is talking about where Toa Payoh is. Toa Payoh is literally in the center of Singapore and we are just 5 kilometers to town. In Singapore standard, this is considered city fringe or what we call RCR. And then, the second location is referring to where we are within this lovely town. Orie is just 5 minutes away from the Braddell MRT, which connects you to the central Toa Payoh in 1 stop, Orchard in 4 stops, and Raffles Place in just 8 stops. Second reason, the food. Now, ask any locals here and everyone will vouch that Toa Payoh is a food haven neighborhood and a very affordable one too. Let me orientate you to how spoiled you will be when it comes to eating options around Orie. First, just behind the project is the Toa Payoh Palm Spring Market. Not only can you find a hawker centre here, there are dozens of other restaurants and kopitiams to be found around here too. Otherwise, across the streets at blocks 107, 109 and 116, you'll find even more cafes and eateries. 10 minutes walk towards the west brings you to yet another notable makan place in the form of Toa Payoh West Market. Here, we can find my favourite childhood carrot cake store and the very famous bao store. And again, if you explore a bit, there are tons of other dining options here too. In fact, Toa Payoh has so many very affordable markets and food options. I love coming back here every now and then with my family just to reminisce my childhood here. So, location and food are important. But I guess the third reason is the most crucial for anyone who is considering to purchase a unit here. You see, when you are buying a new launch unit nowadays at record-breaking prices, you really have to be smart to think about this crucial factor, the exit plan. So, naturally, you would want to be more assured that even if you are buying at a certain high price, when you sell a few years down the road, your unit can still potentially fetch an even higher price. And for this to happen, one main factor that will determine your exit price is the demand. Orie will have 777 units comprising from investment-ready 1-bed plus study units to 3-bedders targeted at families to even mega 5-bedroom units with private lifts catered for the owners who want absolutely the biggest and the best. In fact, you can also find 3-bedroom dual-key units here at Orie. So, this project will cater for everyone. But the question on demand remains. After you get yourself a unit here, who will be the sub-sale buyers? Just look around Toa Payoh and Bishan and you'll find so many HDBs that have transacted above the 1.2 million mark. And this is for 4-room flats only. For 5 rooms, the record set in early 2024 was one at the peak at 1.56 million. In fact, do you remember about that listing asking for 2 million? Well, the listing was retracted, but do you think that price will happen in a few years? What I'm trying to say is that there are so many potential upgraders within Toa Payoh already and next door at Bishan. If these people want to upgrade, they can consider the older condos like Travista or the even older Oleander Towers. For a newer option is Gem Residences, but it will be 12 to 14 years old by the time Orie TOPs. In any case, I'm sure you will know a lot about Toa Payoh already. Who doesn't, right? So, I will need to tell you that this place here is also nearby to so many prestigious schools, including CHIJ Primary and Secondary, First Toa Payoh Primary, SJI International, Raffles Girls Secondary, and even the world-renowned Raffles Institution. There are many more which I haven't mentioned, and there's the HDB Hub site or Toa Payoh Centre, which has even more food and shopping options. Honestly, you can never go wrong with staying in Toa Payoh. So, ultimately, I guess everything boils down to the pricing of this new development, right? Well, the developers are very reputable. You know, CDL and Frasers, of course, which have been behind some of the best projects so far. But there's a less known one, Sekusui House, which is the developer for One Holland Village. Not shabby at all. Anyway, judging by the asking prices of Gem Residences, which is around 2,200 per square feet, my guess is that Orie's launch price would be around 2,500 per square feet. Anything lower would be a steal considering today's market, especially if you have the budget. I know I don't, but that doesn't mean I cannot bring you around Toa Payoh to show you the best kept secrets here, right? Perhaps even have some Oreo cheesecake while I discuss with you on which unit type you should go for, or even any of the resale projects or flats here. So let me know, I have a lot more information to share with you, including the floor plans and unit mix. By the way, my name is Jessica and I look forward to sharing more information about Orie with you soon. Speaking about Orie,